name is Aiden Jackson. Show you stats. We can just gonna bump his. We wanted to stay inside some but free throw 90 because we get to that line. We're gonna show you his badges. I didn't really give him most of the badges he got. I did give him that. Gave him this. I gave him that. I didn't give him this. So the game gave him some badges like this one, that one. I guess we couldn't get Pro Touch Bronze. Now these are shooting badges. I got that one, that one. Nope. Quick draws. That old gold. Yeah. So all the badges I got for real. So one thing we are gonna change them here. Oh yeah, shoes and gear. Hello, wait. We want the 17. Why somebody tell me the 17s was ugly, bro? I want to slap in the face. Give me a fish, let me snap it. But yeah, this is Aiden Jackson. And we are on the Cavaliers. Alright, so let's get in this. See. So give it Jamal. Nope. I need Kevin Love. Ooh. Dang. Hey, whoa. Whoa, hey, whoa. Whoa. How cool.
We've got time for.
Well, for the Milwaukee Bucks,
They are fun to watch. Thank you, David. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Wednesday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Friday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Ingram. And there's Jackson. And it's Gasol at the 5 spot. And for the Bucks, Kyle Korver is out there at Bledsoe. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Nikola Mirotic. And it's Giannis in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Jordan. Stolen by Jackson. And Jackson throws it down.
Love has a knack for recognizing when a teammate's going to break wide open.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. With the length of the Bucks, Bill, the shooting, the capacity to push the tempo, this is a frighteningly good team to try to defend.
It is, unless it's the third round of the playoffs. Then they become super easy to defend because everybody's afraid to take a jump shot. Yeah, they play with pace. They spread the floor for Giannis, and they're really good at running everything through him while everybody else around him is somebody that complements him.
Right coach? Was it the right coach, you think, at the right time for where these were?
Yeah, it was the right coach for about 92 games last year, and then it kind of flipped a little bit. I think, you know, the big thing for them is who can be their second shot creator when the other team takes out Giannis. And usually you find that out there in the playoffs. Take out Giannis, who's creating a shot? Yes. Nobody could do that in the Toronto series last year, and that's what killed them.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Yeah, It's Sullivan to Kumbo. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off and one stride gets by everybody.
Jackson against Bledsoe.
Pull up.
Jackson misses. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bledsoe finds
basketball look easy.
Jackson passes to Love. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes to Jordan. Back to Bledsoe, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bill, it was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
He was a bum.
No, really.
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
know?
want?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports. Yeah. So just kind of like, I'll do those 2 things
together. Did it in high school, I'm assuming?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, I felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I can get paid for this. Right. Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29. Yeah.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Giannis. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 1. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
A great floor awareness says that Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Now here's Jackson.
Come on, bro. I was trying to do a hop step. Y'all know this.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Bledsoe against Jackson. From 12 feet out. Shots good by Bledsoe.
Okay, folks.
Bledsoe's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Jackson missing again.
I got an 85-3. Those difficult shots, but I can make that.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Okay. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Gasol against Korver. A 3 connects from 3-point range. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet he was.
Otherworldly.
It wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with.
I love it too. Don't you? I love the fact we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back 3 that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really shooting it that way, you know. And I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the way the American stuff.
100% agree.
They really guys move without the ball, give and go, and it's not just like clear out on us.
Yeah. Here's Jackson. On his Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Jackson passes to Love. Back to Jackson. They get it back. Love outside. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And Jackson gets it to go.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Milwaukee leading by 5, and Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to
If you make it
adapt
to where I got
on
to
the fly.
play as Pat Bev,
Timeouts are a
I'm just
wonderful
simulate
opportunity to just
to the end of this game.
settle in and
Simulate to the end of the game, so I could change. So that's not what's supposed to happen. Once you won, they won. We knew they. I knew they was gonna win. Our team took 100 field goals and only made 48. Wow. Dots, boy. See them big dots. Cash. Ooh. Cash. Cash. Ugh. 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 I know how to change that. Cause I just had it with it. Jackson, Mississippi. The show. Position settings. Yeah, Jackson. Yes, sir. We are the 5th seed in the East. Soy. Candy. I gave myself 23 badges. They gave me 32. They gave me a bunch of extras.
If it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it can only mean one. And with pregame.
Well, Kevin Love.
Great attitude. His work inside, a big part of it, DA. Thanks. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Trailblazers. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And I think for Cleveland, they have just done a magnificent job of building chemistry. Higher on this list than many people expected. One of the great stories thus far.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Larkin and Carter are up front. Morant is out there with Crawford. And it's Porter at the small forward position. And for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love out there with Marc Gasol. Then it's Ingram. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Jackson in at the point. And here are the Bulls now.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Porter against Bogdanovic. And stolen by Bogdanovic. Here's Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr. And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
and you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Now here's Morant. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
And here's Jackson after the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. Cleveland moving it around. Ingram kicks to
Give me
Bogdanovich.
the ball. Give it to me.
There's Jackson with the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This their first.
You got to keep your eye on Markkanen. In an open floor situation, he's crafty, and he knows where to run to.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Jackson finds Gasol over Carter, and there's Marc Gasol on the assist from Jackson. Gasol's got his second bucket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Crawford, no luck.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go.
Oh, what a beautiful play.
Great. Terrific awareness from the skill forward. I mean, you love finding the wide open man.
The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Carter, the pass to Porter. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by Jackson.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And Jackson throws it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And it's Morant missing.
You don't touch.
Gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Morant with it. Jackson on him. And it's Morant missing.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Jackson dishes to Love. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Crawford's shot is good.
But well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Jackson.
Oh, man, come on.
Here's
That's why I got
Gasol.
post touch.
Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Morant passes to Carter. Porter in the corner. Talk about rookies getting early playing time these days. Were you counted on much your first season? You had a terrific rookie year, obviously, but I'm guessing you did. You were counted on early.
Yeah, you know, for the high draft picks, you're usually going to go to a team that really needs your help. I was just blessed that I had great veterans, Hall of Fame veterans. When you look at guys like Chris Muller, how about that? I was able to watch him practice and work and take care of his body. Latrell Sprewell, Billy Owens, all the great players, Avery Johnson. So I was counted on to do a lot. But those guys helped me do a lot, and they pumped confidence into me. I was able to steal their style, their work ethic. They showed me the ropes the right way, and I couldn't have been blessed with any better veterans for me to start off my career with.
Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to Milwaukee.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
It's one of those games where home court played a big role. There might have been a different result if they were in their own building.
Outside for Gasol. He can't get that one to fall. And the Bulls going the other way now. Crawford outside.
That's me.
Porter against Bogdanovich. Morant with a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
It's time for him to start looking for other options. They can't let him keep shooting. His touch is gone.
Jackson looking it over. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Cavaliers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty rough.
Come back in the game 31-32.
Bogdanovich out there with Larry Nance.
Hey guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Gasol against Carter.
Come on, Crawford, don't do not do me dirty.
6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. Crawford, no luck.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Jackson misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, yes, Kevin, last season was not a successful one for the Bulls. I mean, they had the 5th worst record in the NBA, although it got them a nice draft pick, but it was another step in a long rebuilding process.
And for the Bulls, Chris, they had a young team, and they knew it wasn't their time.
Yeah, the team decided to move on from the Hoiberg era as well, Kevin. I mean, they dealt with a lot of injuries during last season, and the team is still searching for an identity.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in, and the Bulls with another miss.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
Oh, I guess I can show y'all all of my badges for real. Sheesh, my stats was not enough. So, not that many, but yeah, I already see these. Wait, let's forge teammates receive an offensive attribute bonus when players in the game. I like that. And then, don't fast. Wonder what's his stuff. 92, mid-range 80. So what's that looking like? 84.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Here's Dunn. Score of the basket is 3rd after 5 shots.
You at least gotta honor Dunn's Jay. I mean, he's more than capable of sinking it in from those in-between spots.
Jackson against Dunn. The drive by Jackson, and the shot goes in. Jackson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Stolen by Jackson. A finish. Jackson throws it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Tipped away. Stolen by Jackson. By himself. Oh, that was something else.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Knicks in New York. Dunn passes to Porter. Double by Bogdanovich. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Four on the shot clock. Dunn, wide open, he fires. The offensive rebound. Markkanen throws it down.
I love the effort there. It's huge whenever Markkanen uses his body and height to grab offensive boards.
And they double up Jackson. To the middle. Here's Love. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And that game against the Hawks, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Bulls trail by 6. Porter kicks to Crawford. Back to Porter. Outside, Markkanen. And he's good on the 3 ball. Markkanen's got 10.
In an era where quality stretch bigs are valued so highly, marketing fits right into the league's mold.
The drive by Jackson.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Jackson against Dunn. Knocks it loose. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Markkanen.
And the offensive game of marketing is great, adding more and more to it over time.
Jackson is doubled.
Give it to him.
Ingram left side.
Yes.
Baseline try. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. 9 points for Brandon Ingram.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Wallace with it. Now guarded by Dunn. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. There's Jackson with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. And now it's an 8-point Cavalier lead.
But he doesn't have a clear path to the hoop, so why not? I mean, pull up and bury the 3 in transition.
Here's Dunn. He had 15 points last outing.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are...
For the 7-1 division, Gasol staying away. I mean, this guy's got game.
Bulls trail by 10. Now, here's Dunn. He's got 7. Markkanen down low. Working on Love. 5 to shoot. 2 on the run. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
There's no question Dunn is a great athlete, but he must first work on his shooting as well as his passing.
And Cleveland making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Morant's checked in. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
Well, how about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one,
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating to some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast. Beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, something like that.
There's Jackson with the 3. Markkanen pulls it in. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Bulls. They trail by 9 points. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena...
I need to get a next shooting badge. I have to make 7 3-pointers. For me to get a next finishing badge, I have to have 10 dunking. And for me to get my next playmaker badge, I need 10 assists. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it.
Make the right play.
The crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Yeah, man, it was Lord Markkanen. You know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from...
And so it's Cleveland going... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They were on a nice little roll in that opening period as they got their lead up as high as 7 points. With an excellent team performance in the second quarter, they were able to push ahead, scoring easily and defending with a lot more intent. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
Pro touch.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway.
No, but now that I think about it. PA volume.
Through the game. And you know the general has been really making it happen, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Oh, you're so right, Greg. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Bulls 5 right now. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Crawford out there with Morant. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Count it, and the Cavalier lead has been cut back down to 10 with the basket from Morant.
And just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
Gasol finds Bogdanovich. Right side Jackson. Back to Bogdanovich. Fires the three. Rebound by the Bulls. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. With the floater, and that one drops. Morant's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago. Outside Jackson. Goes up on the wing, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Carter against Gasol. Inside. Markkanen. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
And Gasol slams it in.
Not a lot of ups needed right there for Gasol to get up and hammer it.
Now here's Morant. He's covered closely.
It's just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Bulls trail by 12. Markkanen passes to Morant. Over Jackson. Kept alive. Here's Carter. That one falls. Carter's got 5 now.
Well, that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Left side Jackson. Ingram finds Jackson. Down low. It's stolen by Carter. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. They retain possession.
7'3" wingspan. Ingram's reach makes him a defensive factor.
And Jackson throws it down.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Morant. That 3 off the mark. Cleveland leading by 10. Jackson dishes to Ingram. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Not settling. I mean, Ingram uses his size and athleticism getting to the paint.
Crawford up top. He's covered by Ingram. Crawford looking over the floor.
So the reason why
Now
I'm not
here's
streaming my
Morant.
screen
Guarded by
because I'm at
Jackson.
my first notification.
Fires from the
And I don't have
line.
my main
Count
field
the
on my
basket.
phone.
And that's now
The
19
8
points for John Morant.
Yeah, so
Oh, he's
when
got
I'm
it
in my first
rolling
one, my
this
house,
quarter, taking
I'm
it
gonna
on
do the
himself
Aiden
to
Jackson
guide their
videos.
offense.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Jackson on the three. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut back down to 10 points after they get the bucket from Dunn.
What touch on the deep ball. You can see Dunn becoming more confident in his long-range shot.
Here's Jackson. Got a hand on it. Crawford outside. Here's Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic. Hey, look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Jackson passes to Gasol. Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
Okay, let them keep going ahead and allowing Love to get that close to the basket. He's going to keep dunking on them, dunking on them, dunking on them. Just go ahead.
Crawford kicks to Dunn. He's off on that one. And Cleveland the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 13-point game. And it's blocked. Here's Markkanen. On the wing, Jackson. He has 40. Had the space there, but it's offline. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Porter. Carter left side. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Gasol. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Out to the right wing to stop the run. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Dunn.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 over.
13 dunks.
The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Up and in on the layup. Dunn's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Exceptional handles from Dunn. This guy doesn't lack confidence when it comes to dribbling the rock.
Timeout called, Cleveland. A different look now for Cleveland. Nancy's check. And you love to have a player like Chris Dunn out on the perimeter with his defense.
Oh, man, big men love guards that can actually keep their assignment in front of them. Dunn has quick feet, great lateral movement, and that's why he's a successful defender.
And Porter, no good on that one. And last season, Otto Porter on the move, Chris. He was traded at the deadline to the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, and he has fit right in since joining the Bulls. They needed his outside shooting. Porter is still very young and can grow to be a part of this young Bulls core.
We've got Kevin Love, Paul Millsap out there at Bogdanovic. Then it's Patrick Beverley, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball, Patch.
And that one's good. Beverley. Beverley's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverley. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
Morant with it. Jackson on him. Chris kicks to Valentine. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and Chris, music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old buddy, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they're taking fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I want to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they brought that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right.
Yeah, and that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the Tippers.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Marc Gasol's checked in for Paul Millsap. And Chicago also making a switch. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Zubas. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Chris throws it down.
Oh, man, one of the smoothest young playmakers I've seen. Morant's passes are almost always on time and on point.
Ooh.
Jackson dishes to Love. On the wing, Jackson. Launches it. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
3-point shooting badge.
Morant kicks to Valentine. To the paint. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Valentine. Morant's got 10 points in just the second half. And they double up Jackson to the inside. Gasol. A beautiful reverse layup.
And you love to get Gasol these high percentage looks. I mean, he doesn't miss many close.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Morant passes to Carter. Morant with it. Jackson on him. Trying to get open as Carter. And there it is for him. Chris has got 4 this quarter.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
And it's sent back by Carter.
An aggressive defender. Carter Jr. also excels at using his physical advantages to turn shots back.
Porter against Bogdanovich. Porter passes to Morant. Over Jackson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Love draws the double. Outside Jackson. Shot on the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Bulls trail by 20. To the middle. Here's Morant. And he lays it straight in. Morant's got 25 points in the game.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, it didn't take long, Chris, before the Bulls started viewing Wendell Carter as their center for the future.
Yeah, about halfway through the season. He was on a short list of won't-be-traded players for the Bulls. It's not easy to find a big man that fits into the team as well as Carter does with the Bulls.
Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Then for the Bulls, Markkanen comes in for Marquise Chris. And it's Crawford in for Denzel Valentine.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Disregarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seems like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divac or the Sabos that came into the game, and even if you go to Marshall Lotus, Dirk Nowitzki, yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to him, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
I mean, well, look, Porter is an athletic player, someone who forces contact on his way up.
Poke the balls.
Well, Jim Boylan, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his interim stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
And for Boylan, Chris, he's been a bit demanding on his roster.
Yeah, Kevin, it's going to be tough. He's tasked with molding this young Bulls core. I mean, the front office wanted a hard-nosed coach. They believe they found their guy with Boylan's approach.
And the basket by Jackson.
If they close this win out, I know who my MVP is. His offensive performance tonight has been unreal.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Sweet little floater. Morant's got 6 in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Jackson. A wide open look for Gasol. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls trail by 20. Porter with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Porter against Bogdanovich. Crawford outside. Outside, Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. And a wide open look for Porter. That one off the back iron and out.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And that one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Morant with it. Working on Love. Markkanen can't get it to go.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Pass to Bogdanovich.
Ingram
wide open. Off target from three-point range. Bulls trail by 20. Here's Crawford. Softly drops in the floater.
And Porter continues to work on his passing. Great seeing him scan the floor and find his teammates in their spots.
Now Jackson.
Whoa.
Fires from the wing. Yes, that goes in. Jackson's got 54 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
No, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Carter on the wing, uncovered, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
When did he get 27? Definitely didn't do that on me. He barely even scored on me. No, he did mid-range.
It's all about getting comfortable taking these shots. Carter Jr., great job hitting from mid-range.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded close.
Match.
Bogdanovich in the corner. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the General.
He hung a big...
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and...
In comparison, he shot better. 3 and field goal. They shot better from free throw. He had 22 dunks. Biggest lead was 26. Time of possessions was 17. Time of okay. They have less team fouls. Turnover points. No defensive rebounds at 39. Still we have assists. Jesus. Well, I'm out on the bench, so he's in the paint. 70. I sit. My legs. I can't because it's cut. Looks like I just cut on my legs. No. It's not even in the top. Oh, it was right here. Team power rankings right now. We are the second. Alright, so I got another finish. And I gotta play making. Is that screws? I can make it longer. Jeez. No. You. But since this isn't me, I don't want it to look like me, so make it a little bit. Signature. We're gonna change it to jump shot. season, January 16th. See how many dubs we can get. L. Dub. Dub. Leave rotation as it is. Dub. What is this? After the Knicks. Look at everybody that we played so far has been on the East. It's only two first. I'm gonna do something like this. Cooking. I'm gonna fly on them. I want no control like this. Candy. Get down, Gouda. To him on the day just so he could get back. Hey. Candy. We finna get we lose to the Lakers and the Clippers. We won. Let's see if you back. Good. Just in case I do, I did get picked. Won't reflect blocks. Really didn't get picked. I took no guard. Oh my God. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards. Only have 1, 3-point guards. Who I'm gonna look that I'm at least in the Rising Star game. I knew I didn't get picked. It's because he was injured, so he had to sit out. That's why I'm leaving that record. Hey. Let me just wipe my nose. Let me make sure. I want my dude, Aiden Jackson. His athleticism went down. See you, Harden. Luke. We finna smack them. They finna get smirred.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And tonight, it'll be Team USA going up.
Hope I'm at least in the dunk contest.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And
over the years in general, there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
And now the opening lineup for...
What a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special. And guys, since this game, with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
And it's Team USA with the ball. Oh, what a finish! Good.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And in his second year out of Michigan State, Miles Bridges can certainly elevate.
He can rock the rim with the best of them. Perhaps looking for redemption from last year's dunk contest.
Here's Doncic. Pass to Okobo. The three.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional careers.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Out left to the wing. Here's Lawal. Cans the shot from the wing. 5 points in the game. You brought the big stage these young guys around tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Here's a Kobo. The pass to the wall. No good. That would have tied it. Team USA leading by 3. Here's Jackson. Pass to Bridges. Back to Jackson. Passes it to Williamson.
This is the challenge Williamson possesses to many defenders. Hard to guard him without power.
Team USA shooting their first free throws of this game. Both shots good from the stripe. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And it's a Kobo with the ball for Team World. Luol passes to Antetokounmpo. Feeds to Luol. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Good on both. Now, here is Young. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I did get a chance to speak with Steve Kerr a little bit. He is blown away by some of the young talent out there. But he feels like some individuals aren't taking the game as seriously as they need to. He said it's not just about the Rising Stars game. It's about the game overall. Respecting your team's goals and making sure you're accountable every moment. Guys?
Thank you, David. And rarely do you see a player like Doncic come in so polished, guys, at this.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, Team World's 5 right now. Team World trails by 14. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Jackson. From deep. Team USA keeps it going. A new 14-second clock.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet. But this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Team USA.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
Drills it from outside. Jackson's got 9 points.
Sort of a revelation this season. He's quickly established himself as one of the league's top young players.
And that's always impressive to see because there were a lot of people who had their doubts about him. But he seems to thrive on proving those people wrong, and he's off to a good start.
No question. He got...
Duda.
Bump on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Team USA leading by 16. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
I love his shot selection today. He set.
I'm a fat man. Yeah, fat boy. Ain't that fat man? I'm a fat man. All right, get down. Get down. Down. Down, boy. Get down. big chubby
the
thing.
rest of the team.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Kicks to Reddish. Shot clock at 5. Here's Markov. Team USA grabs the miss. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. The general passes to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Inside, Bagley. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
The dish to Antetokounmpo. Bagley brings the double team to the wing on the left. Here's Markov. The 19-footer is on the money. 5 points in the game.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
Here's Jackson. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Or just
already know Team USA gonna win. Jeez. 1, 6. I think my dude go for 11, 6. Cash. Dunk. Hey. Get down. Nope, I don't even in there. I ain't in there either. Oh, we're just gonna simulate to this. Yes. Wait. I don't hear him. Huh? Hey, put that down. Let it go. Billy Boop. Hello, Boop. We gotta go get Mr. Williamson.
That's the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're coming to, and as things, well, it sure is. Thanks, David. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Beal.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing.
No.
Right now.
Leave me alone.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Brandon Ingram's out there with Jackson. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Bogdanovich in the 3 spot. And for the Wizards, Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Daniel Tice out there with Williamson. And it's Watts in at the 3. Beal with it. Out guarded by Ingram. And Beal kicks to Tice. 5 to shoot. Back to Beal. For 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
Well, for Washington, D.C. basketball, they have one title to their name. The champs back in '78.
What a run that was for that team led by the great Wes Unseld. But boy, in the 40 years since that title, my goodness, fans of this franchise have waited so patiently for that return to greatness. When will it come?
And the basket by Jackson.
They've got an effective passing big man in Millsap. He does a lot for their chemistry.
Wall against Jackson. Puts it up from 17. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And slam dunk by Ingram.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Jackson against Wall. And easy.
I want to see something. Let's hit 10 weeks. My dude from who's undrafted from Toledo.
2 points on the layup.
Boy, John Wall's ability to finish through contact, that is great upper body strength.
Oh.
Jackson drives in.
Oh, wow! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Wall, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Accelerating to the rim. Wall can get there in the blink of an eye.
Jackson against Wall. Jackson has the open look, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Wall. Lays it up off the glass. Wall's got 6.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Jackson. It's deflected.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
And finished off by Beal.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Looking at the schedule, it's about halfway through the season. Some teams that started out very hot and were winning like crazy have now come back to earth. They've cooled a bit. They've leveled out.
I think inevitably over the course of an 82-game season, NBA players will tell you there are always ups and downs and waves of success and then the tough moments. And the best teams seem to be able to weather all of that. Not get too high when they're playing well, not get too low if they're in the middle of a slump.
Wall against Jackson. Wall with the steal. He feeds it to Beal.
Do I have
no good that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Jackson drives in.
Tight handles. Yes, I do have tight handles.
And you think back to LeBron's last year in Cleveland, one wonders how differently it may have turned out
if Kyrie was there with him.
Well, you think back, Greg, Isaiah Thomas was never healthy. He had been a recent All-Star with another team. They were counting on his quickness and his scoring. But through it all, the Cavaliers reached the NBA Finals. Just another testament to the talent and the leadership that LeBron gives you.
On up the court, Gasol finds Jackson. This one for three. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Wizards trail by 5. Beal gets a wide open look. And another miss by Washington.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Washington's gone 0-2 from deep field. Here's Watts. The Wizards with another miss. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Hawks. The drive by Jackson and the dunk by Jackson.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 18 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the
Ooh.
Well, there's your dunk contest champion back in 2000.
And glad to see John Wall back out there after fighting back from his Achilles injury he suffered in early 2019.
And obviously, Kevin, an Achilles injury is very worrisome for any athlete, but particularly one like John Wall, whose speed is a major part of his game. But boy, he looks good out there, and you hope he avoids any more injuries the rest of his career.
So on the floor for Cleveland, you've got Brandon Ingram. Jackson is out there with Colin Sexton. Then it's Nance, and it's Gasol. Wizards trail by 6, and on our sideline,
we know that there's always talk during a season.
Jeremy?
Now, teams can
Jeremy. Jeremy Lin. Let's see, yo. Never get that no more. He fell off.
Express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. Offensive rebound. Misses the layup.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And Sexton over to help to the wing right side. Lynn with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And here is Ross. He's got 10, but they get it back. And the shot is good. Bryant's got his second basket of the game.
Boy, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Passes it to Nance. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Lynn. Jackson missing again. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against the New York Knicks.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Ingram passes to Jackson. Gasol trying to free himself up, and Jackson with the basket on the assist from Ingram. And that's now 20 points for the General. And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 3. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Cleveland's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. Oh.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be.
Washington's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Ross, and it's denied. And here's the break. There's Jackson with the three. Another three for Cleveland.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Wizards trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people who were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And again, it's Cleveland.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
And the Wizards with possession. 8-point game. In the pass to Ross. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Marc Gasol and a career high in scoring, Doris, for Terrence Ross last season.
Boy, he thrived in the instant offense roll off the bench. This guy unleashed into an aggressive, assertive, shot-hunting scorer. What a season he had.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Williamson comes in for Thomas Bryant. And John Wall subbed in for Jeremy Lin.
Leave me alone.
There's Jackson with the three. But they'll get another chance. Fires for 3. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Millsap.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points.
I don't think I missed a free throw.
They haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Bradley Beal's checked in for the Wizards.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
The Wizards with another miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
So how about the Cavaliers head coach John Beilein making his NBA debut after 27 seasons as a college basketball coach? Think back to his time at Michigan, the first back-to-back 30-win seasons in school history. This is an excellent hire for Cleveland.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And Doris, isn't it interesting? Coach John Beilein has never, at any level, been an assistant coach.
No, but he has made his way through the ranks, going from high school to junior college, Division III, Division II, and then right up through the ranks of Division I. So he now makes the final leap to the NBA. How cool is that, Kev?
And the first half is now in the books. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. They had intensity in their eyes and fire in their bellies as they started things out on a 7-0 run. And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Ball runs the play with Beal at the 2. Williamson out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Watts in its small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Jackson against Wall. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Left side Gasol. Back to Jackson. Doesn't go for him. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Pass to Wall. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Wall's got 24.
I'll tell you, John Wall cooking right now on the offensive end. You're getting a look at everything in his arsenal.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the teams with the quickest hands in the league. In the 3rd position, the Wizards.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Of course, you graduated as your college's all-time assist leader. Talk about some of the key traits of a great playmaker.
I think historically speaking, when we think about great lead guards, Kevin, we talk about unselfishness, vision, patience. Who are the players that make their teammates better? Though probably the one underrated aspect of a point guard to me, Kevin, is communication. Are you constantly looking for opportunities to communicate to your teammates, make them feel good about themselves, give them confidence? That, to me, is probably the most underrated aspect of it.
And Doris, when you played, you took such great pride in each and every one of those things.
I did. I love trying to make my teammates better. It feels great to make somebody feel good.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
For Cleveland, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Here's Jackson, and he finished it off with a lay-in. Jackson's got 41.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
Here's Wall. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Gasol's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jackson misses.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 11 points for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. 44 points for the General. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Wizards. Trailing by 10. Fires from deep. Cleveland gets it back. Outside for Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. They get it back. Millsap. And finally they hit one. Millsap's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs. The Wizards have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Stolen by Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. Jackson's got 46 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Jackson throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Wall against Jackson. Wall passes to Beal. Stolen by Jackson. And stolen by Williamson. And they're running. They need this. The rebound by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 8 now. And calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection,
All right,
top
gentlemen, end the stream
of
here.
the list.
Peace.